Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel today. Now I know what you're thinking. When I made my first video coming back onto YouTube, I said that I wasn't going to go back and talk about albums that I missed earlier in the year while I was away. And, well, I lied. I'm going to talk about quite a few albums that I missed earlier in the year because there's nothing really coming out for the next couple of weeks. So I thought, you know what, might as well shove them all into a couple of videos and let you know my thoughts on some of my favourite albums that have come out this year. This year's been absolutely incredible already. Like, there's a top 10, like I keep a running tally of my albums of the year every year, and so far there's already like 10 that I don't want to take out of my top 20 at all, but I know that, you know, probably half of them are going to get shoved out because it's so early in the year. So let's do this. Let's talk about a few of the albums that I've really loved this year, and I'm going to do 4 in this video, I'm going to do 4 in another video. So let's get straight into it. The first album I'm going to talk about is my current album of the year. Spoiler alert. It's going to be very hard for someone to top this, but you know, there's a lot of really great records coming out this year, so it could get topped, but I'm not so positive that it will get topped. Anyway, that record is Knowing What You Know Now by Marmozets. Now, Marmozets are a band that I got introduced to through the That's Not Metal podcast. When Bees was first talking about them, I put on their first record, The Weird and Wonderful, for the first time, and I couldn't really get into it. And something happened probably a year, 6 months before this new record came out, where I was just searching through YouTube looking for some live videos of some bands, and it popped up Marmozets live at Reading Festival. So I was like, you know what, I haven't listened to these guys in years. I didn't really give them a good chance, so I chucked on the video and I was absolutely blown away. They're such an incredible band live. Becca has one of the best vocals on the planet, and so I was just blown away by that set. Went back, listened to The Weird and Wonderful again, and fell absolutely in love with it. So going into this record, I really enjoyed all of the singles that came out. I thought Play was a really great short pop banger that still had that aggression to it. I thought Habits was awesome. The melody throughout that track is absolutely incredible, but my favourite of the 3 singles was definitely Major System Error. That yelping that is basically the main hook of the entire song is just such a creative way of using melody, and it's easily one of my favourite songs of this year. But listening to this whole record in full is absolutely incredible. There's some amazing songs all the way throughout it. Run with the Rhythm is brilliant and a perfect way to close out the record. Me and You is such a heartfelt, beautiful song that I absolutely love. Start Again's a great rock song, straight up rock. Got that screaming back from Becca again. Altogether this record is just incredible. If you haven't heard it, go and listen to it. And I'm gonna say this, and Bees from That's Not Metal said this as well, I think Becca is the best vocalist of the 21st century. She's absolutely incredible, up there with the greats, and I can't wait to see what Marmozets do next, and I can't wait to see them live. Next record I'm going to talk about is another record that is really high up in my albums of the year so far, and that is Hold On To Your Heart by the Xcerts. Now, the Xcerts are a band that I'd never actually listened to before. They've been around for quite a little bit, and I saw them being promoted a lot through Sam from Architect's Instagram account. Like, whenever they put out a new song, he'd have it in his story, or he'd be posting it on Twitter saying just how brilliant it was. And I didn't listen to any of the songs before the record came out. I just saw that it was coming out one weekend and was like, oh, I've heard a lot about this, I'll check it out. And my God, what a brilliant record. If you like pop-centric rock music with a ton of heart, then this record is definitely for you. There's a lot of bands within this genre, bands like You Meet Six recently, that have no heart in what they're doing. It just sounds boring and synthetic. Whereas this record has so much emotion, so much heart, and so much versatility all the way throughout. It's absolutely incredible. My favourite song on the record is, what's the name of the song? Drive Me Wild, with a brilliant saxophone introduction done by Will from Black Peaks. Absolutely awesome. Hold On To Your Heart is also a really great emotional track. I love that. Daydream is the perfect opener for this record. It's awesome, and Feels Like Falling in Love is one of the songs of the year. I can't believe it's not a bigger song on the radio at the moment. It's absolutely massive. Huge sing-along feelings there, and yeah, this record is absolutely incredible. Definitely go check it out. And this band is a 3-piece. It sounds so massive for a 3-piece, it's absolutely incredible. Go check out that record for sure. Next up is a record that I wasn't really expecting to love because I've never really loved this band in the past, and that record is Technology by Broco. Now this is a band that, alongside the You Meet Sixes of the world and the Twin Atlantics of the world, haven't really had the best reputation over the years. I've never actually listened to one of their records, but I know within the rock community that kind of had a tough time coming up because nobody's really ever connected with them. So going into this record, I'd heard a little bit of hype about it from, again, Bees from That's Not Metal, who were saying that because the Marmozets, the Xcerts record, and the Broco record came out, 3 weeks running, he was talking about just how great British rock music is at the moment before this record came out, and so I assumed that meant that this was going to be good. I did not expect it to sound the way it does. This record is definitely on the pop side of rock, but man, the riffs throughout this record are just so brutal. They don't cut corners when it comes to going heavy, and they definitely go heavy throughout this record. The standout song from this record is absolutely Come Out to LA. It is such a brilliant song. It is so catchy, and if it wasn't for Disillusioned by Perfect Circle, this would easily be my song of the year. I've got a playlist with my favourite songs of the year so far. Every time it comes on, there is no chance in the world I am skipping it. In fact, I may play it 3 times in a row because it is that catchy, that much fun. It is absolutely brilliant. One of the best songs of the year for sure. There are some amazing songs on this record. The sound is so unique, and a type of record that I haven't really heard from a lot of bands. So definitely a record you should go check out. Definitely go and do that. It's fucking awesome, and both vocalists are really great. Both have very different voices. One is much more of an R&B feeling soft-spoken voice, which is the drummer from the band, and then the upfront vocalist is a lot more aggressive. It's really, really great. Final record for this video is going to be a record that I heard the first single for and fell in love instantly, and was so excited for this record to come out, and that is Wait for Love from Pianos Become the Teeth. This record is a type of record that just puts you in a mood. This is a record that I'd recommend you listen to in full every single time you want to listen to it. Like, the singles on this record are fantastic, and when they come on a playlist, I definitely don't skip them. But there's something about listening to a single song from this record that makes you just want to go back, click on the entire record, and just listen to it from start to finish. It is such a mood album. Every song just leads into the next one so perfectly. The vocals are emotional, just the instrumentation as a whole is emotional. It just puts you in this fantastic emotive mood, and is such a great late night album, if I have to say anything about it. Late night, putting this on with, a glass of whiskey or a glass of red wine or something is just absolutely fantastic. Bitter Red, one of the songs of the year as well, absolutely brilliant. Fake Lightning is also a great song on this record. The vocal performance is also just absolutely incredible. So if you haven't heard this record yet, for a band that's on Epitaph Records, this is a very different sounding record for that label, so definitely go and check it out. Absolutely brilliant. And that's going to wrap up part 1 of this Albums That I've Missed video. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. I've got 4 more brilliant records coming at you in the next video, so make sure you look out for that, which will come out tomorrow. So thanks guys for watching. Let me know what you think of all these records in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you go and listen to those albums. Fresh Currents.